Hey you, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Maria and I'm the trigger warning. This reading is going to be what cycle you guys are closing out or possibly have already closed out. Maybe you just don't realize it for the new year, okay? And when I say for the new year, please keep in mind that I'm not counting December 31st. This is the end of the fiscal year, yes. But the end of the year, energetically speaking, is is not until the end of March, okay? And with that in mind, that's our time frame, okay? So the cycles you're closing out, they can extend all the way until then from now, all right? So here we go. Keep that in mind. And I know some people don't. Interesting. Marriage on the split. I know sometimes people don't want to hear that I've got to wait months for this to play out. We want it now, right? Because if you can think it then and dream it, then it can be real, right? And so we want it now. But that's not how it works. You've got to play with the energy, and if the energy likes playing back, the energy will play back. But if you become like Elvira from Tiny Toons, then the energies won't play back. They'll run away, okay? So what is the cycle that the collective watching this video are closing out for the end of this year? And yes, they could possibly be closing it out now at the end of the fiscal year. Okay. So the cycle you guys are closing out is I feel like you're, ooh, sorry, I just almost kicked my table across. The cycle you guys are closing out is a cycle of, there's too much glare on them. It hurts my eyeballs. This light is something else, man. I feel like a big cycle you guys are closing out is you're done trying to seek any sort of validation or acknowledgement at work. All right. Now, if you are a homemaker, that is your work. That is your job. Okay. I feel you guys are focusing more on the things that you really want, that are part of the things that you've always wanted since you were little, right? And maybe there was a death in the family for some of you that changed the outcome, all right? And a death in the family can mean the death of a relationship, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean the like literal death of somebody. It's just death energy, which is an ending. Yes? Okay. It's like it somehow shifted your expectations. You guys are done sacrificing your health for a little bit of spare fucking change. The work that and all the like stuff, it's all the energy it's stealing from you is not worth it. It's not worth it. You're claiming back your time as your own because you're exerting far too much energy at work versus what you're being rewarded from work. So why would you continue doing that? You only work for another so long as it is most absolutely beneficial to you. When it stops being more beneficial to you than to your employer, that's when you go elsewhere. And for some of you, that might be what makes some higher up somewhere acknowledge your worth, right? And it's like an ending is brought to the unfairness in the situation. But it's like, yeah, right. It's like you choosing to be with the community wherever you want to truly be, right? Where the majority of your time is being spent with your family, if that's who you want to spend it with. Or the majority of your time is being spent with your business partners right now because that's where you want to spend it. It's you're done trying to seek something that I believe you already have, and I also believe it's something you want, but you might not realize that you have this high honor in some sort of situation, right? I feel like you always handle things in the most proper way whenever they come up. And especially at work, it feels like you're very professional, but it also feels like in your personal relationships, it also feels like you handle things very professionally. And that means that there's some sort of code of ethics at play, right? A policy. And your policy could literally be to do no harm, like take no shit, but do no harm, right? So that means that even when you're being mean, you're being like the nicest person in the room, even when you're being mean. But everybody clearly understands exactly what is being said. Like there's nothing left to question with you, is what it feels like. And so I feel, honestly, what I'm getting from the energy is like it's actually a really good call you've made in establishing your sovereignty in that department. Okay, whatever it is that you do for work, you do it well, you do it with ease, you do it, it feels almost effortlessly. However, it's the lack of appreciation that has been, I feel like, kind of irritating you. And I don't blame you, because what I'm feeling from your energy as far as what you're putting out with your work, your occupation, whatever your occupation is, I feel like whatever you're doing, it's like something that you're doing with pride. Pride in yourself, pride in just everything that you touch. Having that golden touch. The golden touch of what? The touch of I'm seeing gold, but it's not like a greed, right? It's I honestly want to say it's like a golden touch of love, because I'm seeing gold and pink, but not Barbie pink. It's like antique rose pink, pale, like baby pink. Yeah, kind of like the lightest, palest parts of the pink on this dress, on the kipper. And that's the deck we're using, actually. So that's quite significant. And where was that? Oh, it's right. It's actually right here. The courtship card is actually right where we're at right now. Looking at these. Okay, so yeah, it feels like you're entertaining new energies that make you feel good, that make you feel balanced, that make you feel I feel like balance, because in that balanced energy, you're very relaxed, you're very open-minded, okay, you're very easygoing, you're very understanding, compassionate, but at the same time, you're taking no shit. You're not. But you're still the nicest person in the room. This is having an impact. There's a reason why this is important. Okay? And the reason that that's important is because while you may be surrounded by people who don't appreciate you right now, someone has absolutely taken notice of you, and they cannot stop thinking about you. They can't. They think about your efficiency. They appreciate it. They don't only acknowledge it, they appreciate it. That's rare. And it's like, man, yeah, this person is going to help put you in the role you're meant to be in. Some of you, you've only sent out the intention. You've only thought this. You haven't told anyone. But thought is what rules the world. Mind over matter. Because as within, so without. And the mind is what constructs. Okay? And it is guided by what we truly desire, what we truly long for. And that stems from the core of who we each really are. Okay? This is why when you are in your element, and that's what you're doing, that means that you're doing it in a way nobody else can do it, because that's what you're meant to be doing. Some of you might not even see the I'm getting splendor of your ways. But there's some sort of, it's like there's some sort of stitching. I'm being shown, because with the occupation cards, like there's some sort of stitching that it's like a new stitch that you've created, that because you experimented with needle and thread and fabric, right, and design and patterns, you mixed in with that, right? You created this, and so now your garments are on a level like no other. It's like now I'm seeing what's that movie with Kate Winslet where she's like a seamstress? I've never even watched it, but I've seen so many videos and stuff using clips from it that's being brought up. So there's something about that movie. I don't even know what it's called. The Seamstress. I don't know. I don't even think that's the name, but I know it's Kate Winslet, and she's a seamstress, and this one girl starts using her to make her dresses, and it's like game changer for her entire life experience. And so then all these other women now want to come, and it's just really good movie, really good. I really feel there's in my heart there's something there for somebody. Maybe you do clothing design, which I think is so cool, because once upon a time yours truly wanted to be a fashion designer, but now I just like fashion. I just like stuff. I just like art, and the way we dress is art. And yeah, these days my idea of that is very different from what it was way back when that was my ambition, right? It was one of many one of many that I had. So perhaps for you, that's why you're so disconnected, and you've chosen to end the cycle of trying to be like honored and cherished and respected and all those things, and you're just doing that for yourself, which is allowing you, the fact that you're choosing that, if you haven't done so already, you absolutely will get to a point where you choosing to be all of these things for yourself, it's like you have another person who's always there with you. And that energy itself, not only is it you, yes, but it's a new collective. Okay, it's a new collective. A collective that was always mixed into the same uncomfortable little pond, but now your collective are being removed from the little pond, and you're being put into the actual big pond where you can really keep growing. Because you thought you were done growing. You didn't realize you're still just a little shrimp. little teen baby. Okay? So you may resonate with feeling trapped in your career, like maybe stuck, like you don't ever get the recognition, the acknowledgement for your hard work, for your efforts, for everything you do. Okay? But someone absolutely is noticing, and this person's going to be a game changer for you. A lot of you, I feel you're actually being called to spend more time at home, or in those it's like a more personal environment, right? So closer connections with your friends, the people you want to be around, the people that you want to spend some time saying, hey, how was your day with? And nobody else. Like, that's it. Like, that's all you're like, you've got very firm boundaries right now, I feel. And so but again, even with that, you're the meanest, nicest person in the room. And I don't know how else to explain that. And it's not that you're mean, it's just that your boundaries are so firm that it's not even an option for you to consider anything less than what you deserve. You are in Midas. You have the Midas touch right now. You are in golden energy, 11, abundance energy. Okay, divinely aligned. Do not doubt your unique abilities and talents, attributes, none of that stuff. Do not doubt any of it at this time. You are sacred, you are divine. The number 7 in itself speaks of divinity. Go look up the symbolism for the number 7. We have 777 on this card, okay? And it's card number 11, which is another divine number. Go look that up as well. We also have 25 and 34, okay? Now, for some of you, this could be ages. This could be that you've been since 25 to now, maybe now you're 34. You've been this diligent hard worker that, you know, was never acknowledged, and now, ooh, gift on the split with sudden wealth. You guys, did I not say Midas energy? And look, love there. So for those of you that, you know, maybe you know, the homemaker, the stay-home wife, the live-in girlfriend or whatever, or boyfriend, maybe you're the house dad, the live-in house dad, right? Whichever one it is, it's like you're embracing that energy and acknowledging that your occupation is just what you're doing because it's something you're good at that can make you money. But you're holding what you genuinely want more sacred. So even though working just an extra hour or two could make you a lot of money because of how much you get paid, you're still deciding to say, no, I am going to go and gift myself the, you know, it's like that wealth mindset of literally, I do what I want. I do what I want. And so many people get so triggered by that, right? But when you have everything that you need and you want for nothing, you choose how everything plays out. You're just more grounded. You're more stable. It is what it is. And you don't need to be acknowledged and placed in high honor because you've placed yourself so high already that anyone who doesn't acknowledge it just gets naturally washed away out of the situation. All right. And so some of you, this is why you you might still be dealing with like single energy, but all those, it feels like all those experiences you've had where you were considering connections with people, you dismissed them for a reason, okay? And you realize that they dismissed themselves for a reason as well. And you're low-key like glad about all of it, how all of it has played out. So, you know, because you know what your dream job is supposed to look like for you. And for those of you that your dream job is a homemaker, you know exactly what that looks like to you. You know, if you're living in a little log cabin in the woods or a little cottage or something, or if you're living in a penthouse, or maybe just a tiny little 1-bedroom studio. You never know. But whatever your vision is, that makes you happy, that makes you whole, that makes you feel satisfied in life, that's what you're going towards. And you're not letting anything get in your way at this time. So that means that if you've got to switch between roles, then I feel like you're going to be perfectly fine with doing that. It's the roulette, right? Not roulette, the slots where you pull the little handle, and it's the proper ones, not these stupid new digital ones, right? The traditional classic magical machines themselves, right? That were genuinely randomized. Those are the ones I'm talking about. The original ones that were created, from an untainted place, okay? That's what you're tapping into right now. That's how this cycle is closing out. So you might not physically have received this money yet, but energetically, you're there. Energetically, you are processing and acknowledging everything that you need to, judgment, adjudication, to establish balance, okay? Balance in the situation so that everything is just, everything is fair. There's books on one side and on the other side a hammer, right? So it's like I feel like you're choosing with the green here. I'm feeling more called to like the green, the heart space. You're more called to making judgment decisions based off of knowledge, right? Because books represent knowledge. So you're more inclined to make your decisions that way versus, speaking whatever feels most effective. Because when the gavel hits, bah, everybody knows, the judge is now speaking, and, right? Some people don't care, but, in a civilized society. And this is from the end of it's situated in the Victorian England, okay? So look that up. There's something about Victorian England for some of you. But it represents human experiences across all echelons of society, okay? So when I'm telling you this gift that's coming in for you, somebody has noticed you. Whatever it is that you do, somebody has noticed you in your line of work, and there is absolutely a commitment coming in for many of you. And I feel like it's going to make the people around you, it's going to make them literally like physically ill. It's going to make them sick, because you are going to be taken so far away from any of that, the blood, sweat, and tears, the toil, right? The laborious experiences. You're because again, you're tapped into the Midas energy. So you're moving towards that, towards more blessed experiences in the way of being blessed with pleasure, okay, versus pain. Because you're no longer focusing on the pain. You're focusing on just doing things your way and making sure that everything that comes along within all of that, you're making sure your boundaries are respected. You're making sure your needs are being met, right? You're literally, you're making it fair for you. And some of you might even decide to move, okay? Then that's not for everybody, but it's some of you, and then for some of you, you might literally be like redecorating your entire house, and the entire aesthetic is changed. And it's going to be more aligned, first of all, to you, but you embodying that Midas touch energy. So it's very different from how it is now. It's just going to be a different version of you, right? Because that's who's been walking beside you. That's the energy that you've been picking up on. It's not another person. It's you. your essence, a more pure and refined version of you that's ready to step into the vessel, okay, and shake off some of that rust, dust off a little bit, right, and get you moving back on track, more aligned with self, more aligned with whatever realm of reality is meant most for you, based on, y'all can't see it, but there's a little hair. Is it still attached? This one is still absolutely attached, but there's a little one here. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. There it is. There you can see it. There's a little hair there that it was right in my line of sight, so I had to move it. It was very distracting. And you see, it's something so minute, that little teeny strand. It's just this minor little thing that I feel is being moved, and it's completely shifting your entire mood. And that's putting you in that Midas touch energy. And I believe, guys, I believe what it is that you've just decided that you're no longer seeking approval at work. Whatever work is for you, and I fully acknowledge homemakers, okay? I acknowledge service workers. I acknowledge everyone in what you do, and then that being sacred to you. And I do believe that everyone should be compensated according to whatever they believe they're worth. What do you think you're worth? Okay? Now, make that your bare minimum, and then dream about more. That's love. That's love. And that's the reason why so many people get triggered when you have quote unquote high expectations. No, they just have low effort. You may be giving less effort at work, but you're doing it just, again, I'm getting this, just you don't feel like it's worth it there. For a lot of you, you're enjoying more of the time you're actually spending at home. And I'm seeing a wide array of things going on here, right? Like everything from like the whole household doing stuff together in and out of the house. And I'm also seeing like just a person with just connecting in virtually with close connections, possibly even all around the world, right? So maybe you could have some sort of global side hustle going on. And if that's the case, for a lot of you with this Midas touch energy here, there's a very good chance that if enough of you in your group are aligned, then it will absolutely go global successfully. Okay. Pathway and Grapefruit. I'm telling you, some of you guys, you're going to have like Fortune 500 companies, okay? And it's going to be a result of you deciding that you're no longer going to, you know, whatever your occupation is, okay? And if you're not working in what you want to be working, then you have already one of your answers about what comes next, okay? Which, if for those of you who still are trying to play clueless, it means switching careers to something else, because you can feel it. You can feel you're being called elsewhere, but you're not quite sure where. It's going to be shown to you. That's a part of the gift. A gift that keeps giving. A gift that keeps giving. A golden touch. The Midas touch, a gift that keeps giving. You're going to continuously receive more and greater and greater and greater wealth, where everything around you is going to be like everything is gilded, right? It's there's gold on everything, gold on the walls, gold on the curtains, gold stitched into the fabric that you're wearing, right? There's like golden energy everywhere, but that is because of the level of sovereignty you are claiming as a soul. And that doesn't come easily, okay? It's a path that actually takes a lot of commitment and will put you up against judgment in every single way that you'd be like, wait, what? This is something I have to look at? you know, and then that can be kind of heavy sometimes depending on what it is. But we always have to choose love at the end of the day and then release our expectations, put in whatever work needs to put in, keeping in mind that nothing is wasted and what is meant to be will always be. And all we have to do is just be ourselves, okay? And anyone who doesn't like that, well, then they have their own shit to face with that, but that's none of your concern because they're going to be handled by a higher authority, okay? Meanwhile, you are going to continue to grow and appreciate your evolution and its many aspects. You're learning to appreciate them more, and I feel like you're learning to appreciate how your intuition is changing and how your intuition has been also helping you with your community, like your friends and family, okay? Where it's like energy thieves, soul suckers, energy vampires, right? The fake manipulators, all that stuff. Like it's getting to a point where any even thought of an attempt towards you leads to their energy's imprisonment, where it only rebounds onto them. Like their magic is, their energy period is rebounding onto them. And it's going to be a very long journey for some of them because they're going to have to watch you get, like, I'm telling you, the golden touch, the Midas touch, you're getting everything you've ever wanted in a prettier package than you ever even imagined was real. But yet at the same time, you're just like, it's almost kind of like this feeling like, yeah, I knew it. I knew this was meant for me. I knew this is where someday I would be. I didn't know why. I didn't know how I would get there. But I just knew that one day this would be me. This would be where I'm at. And you just accepted it. And then you just went. I hope you understand how big of a deal that is to do that. 3, 2, 1. And then a 0 was present after the 1. So it's 3, 2, 1, 0 specifically when I saw it. That is significant in and of itself, okay? We can stop and feel like we're in a cycle, but we're not in a cycle. What we're doing is observing how aspects of a cycle are still present around us. All right, guys. I'm going to see. Let's get an advice card of a sort. What can help you? Yes, these are perfect. What can help you? Ooh, the promise on the bottom here. For those of you that maybe you've given up on the dream of because some of you, like, even though you know you're going to be working a job, you know you're only going to be working a job just, again, because it's like something that you make a shit ton of money at and you're just good at and it's effortless to you. But your true passion is going to be the lover in your life. All right. And that's where you're going to want to be able to spend a lot of your time, however much of it as you want or however little of. It's like you want the control over that aspect of how much time you can spend with the one and any of those whom you love. And you're very much going to be given the key to that kingdom, if you will, okay? Just continue to embody what that means to you, how that makes you feel inside, knowing that this is what you have. This is what is yours, okay? And it doesn't matter, again, if it's not physically present yet, embodying it first is the key. And no, you cannot fake it till you make it with this. Celestial assistance, angelic message, guidance, and enlightenment. Yeah, talk to spirit. That's your advice. Talk to spirit. Look at all the white and the purples here, okay? a number of change, the number 5. Or yeah. You know, your mind is directly connected to source. Don't doubt that. Don't question that. And yes, you absolutely can demand to be proven that that's who you're connected to. You can demand that. And you can set terms and conditions. And you can put fail-safes in place to protect yourself, right? When talking about dealing with the unseen, the unknown, with the realm of spirit, all right? You can never put in too much protection for yourself. And nothing you imagine is too ridiculous. You see somebody with wings here, right? And you see this one definitely looks like a different type of creature. The skin is more almost like blue in color, has a blue hue to it, right? And their wings are different from the one up here. It's like an acknowledgement of something else, but also acknowledging your own sovereignty and control over all unseen, all unknown. I'm not kidding on this channel when I say all you have to do is speak out loud or have the thought in your mind to yourself and really feel it in your heart and be open to the experiences that you are limitless and it is mind over matter. And all you have to do is claim, I claim sovereignty over my vessel, and I claim sovereignty over my soul. My free will is my own. And I choose, and then list that I want to experience, and then list all the things that you want. You most absolutely can make a list of demands. Hold the universe ransom. Like, listen, I'm not caring about anything else other than what it is that I want to receive, what it is that I want to create. Don't release your focus from that, and ask the other side for help. If you're too afraid to do that, this is not your channel and this is not your reading, and you're just going to be driven deeper and deeper and deeper into fear. Please, I'm not a professional. Go see someone, talk to someone for any of your concerns, okay? Those of you prepared for this and willing to take these leaps of faith and ask Spirit, you already know what comes next. You know that you will receive answers. You know that it's not always going to be what you want to hear or how you want to hear it, but you know that whatever you're guided for as being the next step is the part of the next step for a reason, because your path ultimately is going to lead to this, and it may come in suddenly, right? As a gift, as a blessing. Let's put these in order. So, may come in quick, suddenly, out of nowhere, as a massive, big-ass, abundant blessing all at once, right? Coming in as a gift to help remind you that when you choose to be in golden energy, your golden energy will be tested. And golden energy is the solar plexus. The solar plexus is the energy center of the body, like energy distribution center of the body, especially when you're speaking about the energetic self, then the ethers and the other realms, the energetic realms, okay? Look at all the gold, like coloring on all of these, all right? Please don't question and don't doubt this. You've made the right decision to demand your worth at work. And whatever comes after that, you know that it's just going to really clear up what comes next for you guys. And for each of you, that will be different. But at the end of the day, all you're being asked is to keep in mind that this is where you're going to end up. And anytime you don't think that that's where it's going, pray for protection over your thoughts. Please protect my mind, protect my thoughts, protect my emotions, protect my feelings, my heart, right? And my soul. Okay? Protect all aspects of yourself. You just claim sovereignty over yourself, which means what? You are responsible for demanding whatever terms and conditions you want in your existence. All right? You are responsible for that. You create it. You are now consciously creating your experience in this realm, and it is mind over matter, and you will be tested like you would never believe the moment you do that. And you have to continue. It's about purifying. It's about releasing everything, purifying. Do you see all the white? The beings are dressed in white, and this one is so light that they've become like a bluish, purplish white themselves, okay? Far more energy, holding far more of a higher frequency with the angel vessel versus the human. Why do you think angels help humans? There are things they can do in this realm that we're playing. It's like we're playing a game with like going in with a handicap, right? Like you're starting with one, like I'm getting golf here. Like you're starting every hole -1 stroke, right? So that means you'll never get a hole in one, but you still have a chance for par on all of them. Can you be okay with that? Can you be at peace with that and still play the best damn game, being comfortable, having a good time, and just it is what it is? Because you know what? It's like your competitor. You could go through, right? You go through and your competitors are all doing oh so great, and then somehow, some way, out of nowhere, on this one hole, everybody's like striking and nope, and it's like their score goes to shit, right? And then you come in, and it would have been a hole in one for you, but you had that handicap already. So it wasn't, right? But it was still the winning stroke, if you will, for the game, because that's all it took. And even if the one who would have won, now instead of they literally like they lose by just 1 point, even though they had like multiple hole-in-ones, right? It's divine favor. It's because you need to be able to see everyone around you getting everything they've ever dreamed of, everything they've ever wanted, but you are being refused. Because that's going to test how bad you actually want something and how at peace you are with knowing that I'm not going to be the only person who wants this, and I'm also not the only person who deserves this. Everyone deserves this if they want it. Okay? And you need to really believe that. Because if you don't really believe that, when you see other people getting all the things you've ever wanted, you're going to be envious. And that's not good. Right? So please, that's what can happen if you don't focus on believing what you already know to be true within you, that you do deserve this Midas energy. You deserve to be this golden energy. I'm feeling like I should get one more of these, so is it that one, or I'm kind of feeling like it's that one. Yeah. This is justice. This is justice. Some of you may have been stuck in a marriage that, I'm getting like a, what is it? What do they call that when they prearrange it and you have like no choice over who it is? That would really suck. That should like never have even been a thing. That's disgusting. That's not what marriage is about at all. When you're going to be merging bodies, merging souls in sacred union, that should absolutely be 100% consensual on both parties. And they should both be 100%, or at least believed to be 100% fully devoted to each other when they take those vows. Even if they're afraid, even if they might not be fully sure, they need to feel more in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, just prearranged stuff. Oh, my heart goes out to anyone if you've happened to have experienced that, or if you had to be in a marriage of, circumstance, where it's like you're doing it for the family or some bullshit like that. I mean, this card does talk about the Victorian era, and a lot of era, not area. A lot of marriages back then were made more like, kind of like very businessy, right? Yeah. I believe for a lot of you, your entire concept of work has begun to shift. And it's because you're on some level, you're fed up with receiving less than you believe you deserve. That is the Midas energy. I want you to know that. If you resonate with that, you're fed up with getting less than you believe you deserve, that's the Midas energy. Absolutely you are, because you know better. You know you deserve better. And yes, confirmation, you absolutely do deserve better. Contact spirit. Talk to the other side. Make any demands you want, right? Put any protections up that you want, and then go from faith. That's what it's all about. Because if you can't do that part, if you can't take that blind leap of faith and say, I don't feel any of this is right, I don't feel this is the way at all, I don't see what you're seeing, I'm doing this merely because this is what I feel from the depths of my soul, and I'm having faith, but I'm telling you now, I'm terrified, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to face that fear. I'm going to step through that door, and then boom, you're going to see the energy shift. You're going to see things happen that you never believed to be possible. Because it's purifying your commitment to source, to self. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay? Please don't feel guilty for that. And if anyone tries to make you feel guilty for that, if anyone tries to tell you, you want this much pay, you already know. Walk away. You may stay, you may accept their refusal, but you will not stay. Okay? All right, guys. So for the new year, it feels like a lot of you guys are changing employment, and I don't blame you. It is time for us to put our time, our most valuable asset, into companies and into environments that are healthy for us, that are transformative for us, that bring us pleasure, that make us feel pleasant every day, even on our bad days. And because it's the environment where we spend a lot of our time, and it's important, and we want it, and that's it, and that's all that matters, because we want it. There doesn't need to be another reason. I want to live this type of life, and I believe I deserve this because I believe I deserve it. And who are you to tell me what I don't deserve? And you definitely can't tell me that I shouldn't think that I deserve that. Why not? Because you don't think that you're worth what I think I'm worth? Or you don't think that I'm worth what I think I'm worth? I don't care what you think. Your opinion doesn't matter. And you absolutely can say that to people. For some of you, that's tied to the key. That's tied to getting the key, is standing your ground. Yeah, you being the one that makes somebody go, oh yeah, oh, how scandalous. Oh, I said the truth to your face. What the fuck? Yeah, take the lead, baby. Take the lead. Play the leading role in your life. Be the most authoritative power in your own existence. Don't give that power to anybody. It's yours. It's yours. And even if you've got to go through, you know, some hardships or struggles, right? It's all just parts of the lesson. But you know you're on your right path for yourself, for you, for what you're feeling, right? And that is all that matters. Okay? But yes, absolutely. New jobs for a lot of you in this new fiscal year. So congratulations. Don't be afraid of that. Take whatever the concerns that come up and pray to have the truth revealed, you know, the truth as to why you're feeling these fears or these concerns, and that will help you. And if you, when you can identify where something's coming from, it can help you. And it might raise a little bit of concern for some of you where it's coming from, but you know, just remember, everything that happens for a reason. You don't lose a job, they lost you. They lost you. They lost an asset. An asset who I'm tapping into your energy, and whatever you do for work, you do it effortlessly. You're just fucking tired of not being appreciated. And I'm glad that you're tired of not being appreciated, because you deserve to be appreciated. All right? Yeah. Some of you might be letting your kids rule over your life too much, and it's making them, no offense, but it's putting them on a pedestal where they're feeling a little too privileged to, it's not balanced, okay? So if that resonates for you, please just look into that for yourself. It happens. It's just life, okay? Happy New Year's to everyone. Please remember that if you're following the energetic New Year, these are the energies that are going to be at play until April 1st, okay? There again, you're going to feel the shift riding through them, but you are going to absolutely be embodying Midas energy by April 1st. It will be April Fool's to every motherfucker who doesn't fucking believe it, who thinks that, oh, they just got lucky, or, oh, watch, that'll last about a day. Okay, sure. What will last about a day will be their pride, their ego, their envy. But for you, it will be eternal. It will be your new baseline. You will never have less than that. That sudden wealth, oh my God, look, and it's the one at the bottom. That sudden wealth that pours in is going to be your new baseline every day. Every day. Do you understand this? Every day, that is going to be the minimum you're going to have. So whatever big abundant, next abundant amount of money comes into you, like out of nowhere, just by chance, because ding, 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 just by chance, that's going to be your new baseline. Something is going to shift, and that's going to be your new baseline. So when that money comes in, sure, you can go blow it all if you want, but would you really do that if every day that's what you had? Would you really spend that money every day if you had that money? Like, say you had, let's say it's, let's go with, there's 7 here. No, well, so let's go with $7,111, just because I feel like giving a complicated number. So every day, $7,111. That's an 11 cents I just got. Wow, y'all are getting detailed on the ones. Archangel Michael's coming through with the humor here, okay? That's going to be something that it doesn't feel so ooh and awe to you. It's just now, yeah, every day. I get that every day. Yeah. Really? Yeah, really. What'd you do? Well, I just followed my dreams. I went the direction of what I was called to. And when that changed, I changed, and I followed it there. Okay? You didn't let rules steal experiences that you know you deserve. You broke, I'm sure some of you broke some rules along the way, okay? You little rebels, you, I feel it. Yeah, go ahead and giggle, you deserve it. Okay? Please know that that new big amount, that's gonna be your new baseline. So if you knew you had that every day, and the hair, again, I'm sorry, I'm working on my scalp, y'all. It's been very dry, but look, it's really shiny now, and it's actually softer. I got new product, so hopeful about this one. We'll see. I'm hoping it deals with the dry scalp. Anyways, I know I should be focusing on nutrition, but have you seen, like, I still have to wash my hair regardless, and I still have to eat, but there's just a lot of madness going on with food. It makes me want to just eat air. Anyways, yeah, listen, you're worth every last cent you think you're worth. Please don't doubt that. Please don't doubt that. Whatever type of experience is like the dream experience for you, please consider that your baseline. Just every day can be exactly the same. Every day you can wake up and there's another $7,111 with 11 cents into your account every day, even if you don't spend it. What would you save up? If that was coming in every day, what would be some things that you would save up to get for yourself, aside from what you would already upgrade on your day-to-day and now provide for yourself, right? Perhaps you would provide yourself with, maybe you do organic produce and all that stuff, but now you have more time, so now you're getting the ultimate organic. It's like the kind you grow yourself. You're buying your seeds, you're buying all your supplies, and you're creating your own garden, and you're nurturing it because now you have time for that. What would that future truly look like? What would you genuinely do with that wealth if you knew that this next amount of wealth that suddenly comes in for you, what if that amount was your new baseline? How would your life be lived then? And really, really dig into that and get down and dirty with it, right? And just open yourself up to everything. What would you want to blow money on? What would you want to save money for, right? How would you feel about money, period, in general then at that point? How would your perspective shift? You'll notice it shift now. Even though your money might not shift yet, you'll still notice, okay? Ask for help, guys. Anytime you're concerned, like if a job maybe talks about cutbacks, or maybe, you get let go or whatever, please open your mind, your body, your soul, your heart to spirit, and really, really talk to God, okay? Talk to the source of all creation. You don't have to tie that with anything else other than my creator. You can say, hey, creator. Right? Yeah. Emergence, resurrection. You can literally just come from your heart. Call God whatever you want to call God. You can literally say, so hey, asshole, when are you going to fucking acknowledge my existence? You going to keep ignoring me here? Have you not seen all the good shit I've been doing just because I feel like doing the right thing or being good is the right thing? You can, if you're that angry, express that way. If you're like, are you even there? Are you even listening? Can you even hear me? Do you even, am I crazy? If that's how you feel, express that. However you need to express yourself. Look, I know you're really busy, and I know there's so many other people and souls and other dimensions and stuff to deal with. But if I could get a little bit more attention this way, how do you want to talk to your creator? Please tap into that. Take advantage of that. Make the Midas energy your new baseline. It wants to come in for you. This is what you can leave behind for the new year. Remember, fiscally, it starts now. December 31st is it, or whenever it ends. But January 1st, everybody talks about, oh, that's the new year. No. April 1st. Okay? It's April 1st, and if you guys are that impatient you can't wait for the emergence of these beautiful new blessings by then you really need to ask for help, okay? Ask for help from, yes, higher frequencies than your own. Thank you. That was awesome. Ask for help and guidance from frequencies higher than your own. Always. Because if you're in the frequency of apathy, you need something greater than to pull you out of that. And there will always be forces greater than apathy that want to come in and help and rescue, and elevate those of us stuck in apathy, or those of us stuck in confusion, those of us stuck in a heartbreak. There's always higher energies that want to come and give of themselves to rescue others, to heal, to help, okay, to elevate, to aid in your ascension, if you will, okay? Pleiades and Sirius constellations could be of significance. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, man, you're going to be waking up. You're going to be waking up to something so different when it comes to your career, and for a lot of you, it's your mindset shift. You're not even going to change what you're doing. It's just your mindset shift, and what you're already doing is going to make it feel like it's just completely different. But please understand, it's because you've now put up healthy boundaries. You may not have even realized that this is what you've been doing, but you have. These are good things. So give gratitude for them. Please, the focus is on not only embodying Midas touch energy, the golden touch, right? Believing you're blessed, believing that good things are coming. That's all Midas touch energy, okay? But also Midas touch energy being your baseline means you are going to have more money, the currency of this realm, more money at your disposal. And I see an amount coming in as you might feel like it's like a joke or something, or like, yeah, see, now why can't I have this all the time? This is bull. This shouldn't be just like one day that I get this just because somebody feels like this should be what I get every day. Well, you're right. You're exactly right. And that's exactly why you're feeling that. So don't stop feeling that. Don't stop believing. Right? Hold on to the belief that you want more, that you're worth more, and feel the power that comes with that. The certainty. Let the world shift around you, and don't be afraid to let it change, and don't be afraid to let yourself change, because you're going to feel these callings stirred deep within you. Okay? All right, guys. Happy New Year's. I love you guys. And April's not that far away. Okay? It's really not. Maybe that's all you need, is just to acknowledge it's not that far. The time's going to pass anyways. So now just imagine yourself spending that time how you would spend that time in your highest timeline. Okay? And enjoy the time. Enjoy that it's going to bring up to you any insecurities, any doubts, any concerns. And then when those come up, say, thank you for finally showing yourself. Now, why exactly are you here? Okay, and reconnect, and also dive in deeper in those connections. It will help separate yet align the energies more to that peaceful state of being, is the best way I can put it. Okay, and a peaceful state of being is an abundant state of being. It's plenty of time, money, resources, plenty of everything, plenty of love, literally nothing lacking. So If you think you're lacking anything, can you give that to yourself? Can you take steps to give that to yourself? That's the actionable side of that. So that would be to satisfy the, like the need to take action. That would be how you would do that. And then part of the receptive side would be just to acknowledge all of it being there, to receive the messages and accept whatever you receive. Don't doubt the messages that come clearly through from spirit. Don't doubt those. Okay? All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video.